I'm Rafa Benitez, and you're watching The Road to Istanbul.
In the first season of the Rafael Benitez era in Europe, Liverpool FC simply rolled back the years, blazing an unstoppable trail across the continent all the way to the 2005 Champions League final. And if the Reds' presence in the final was unexpected, their triumph in Istanbul over AC Milan was utterly miraculous. So just how did a team that finished 37 points off the pace in the Premier League go all the way in Europe's premier club competition? 10 years on, LFC TV travelled to Naples to get the former Reds manager's exclusive match-by-match analysis of the players used, tactics employed and opponents overcome in bringing a magical 5th European Cup back to Anfield. Towards the end of the 2003-2004 season, soon after a 3-0 victory away at Birmingham, Gerard Houlliér's Liverpool would secure a 4th place Premier League finish and a berth in the following season's Champions League 3rd qualifying round. However, after 6 years in the Anfield hot seat, the Frenchman and the club felt it was time for a change.
My best wishes, my good luck go to the club for the coming years in the Premiership and in the Champions League where it belongs.
Today is the end of a chapter in the illustrious history of the club. Tomorrow will be the start of another one.
3 weeks later, and a 44-year-old Spaniard, Rafael Benitez, was unveiled as the Reds' new manager. Benitez certainly arrived on Merseyside with impeccable credentials, having recently guided Valencia to 2 La Liga titles and a UEFA Cup.
So Rafa, you became Liverpool manager in the summer of 2004. What did the club expect of you when you turned up?
What Rick Parry, the chief executive, told me was we have to win something in 3 years' time. So we have to build something and in 3 years' time to compete and be capable of winning any trophy. So I thought we did well, but I was really pleased with this idea because it was totally different to the way that in Spain you used to work. No? In Spain, in Italy, they say you have to win right now. And the idea of you have 3 years to prepare to build your team was, for me, was different and was quite positive.
So straight into the intensity of Liverpool Football Club, and your first job was a Champions League qualifier away to Graz. What would it have meant if you'd lost that fixture?
I try to be positive always. I remember this game because we have Michael Owen, that he was, to be fair, we had a contract with Real Madrid, he had an agreement, he was nearly going, and he was on the bench. And I remember that everybody was asking, oh, why is Michael Owen on the bench? But I couldn't play him because he was nearly leaving.
And welcome to Austria. It's a game I'm really looking forward to, but I wonder what Michael Owen is looking forward to. Is it Owen going gone?
But always I was positive because I had a lot of confidence in the team, so I was not thinking about if we cannot win, what will happen.
It will be a Finham free kick here. What a boost it would be if Liverpool could score early here in Austria. 4 in yellow shirts. Hyypiä, the header. Oh, the save is an excellent one from Trent. And Sami Hyypiä up there. And this is a cracking effort from the Finn. Kuhl, the touch off is to the German hammer. Forward, it's a lovely ball. Big chance here for Barros. Milan Barros, and the save is made by the boot of Trent. Reesable took it back in there, and then a second clearance by Alphonse. The best chance of the game so far for Barros.
What a glorious pass by Steven Gerrard there. It really is a golden opportunity. He just gets it, he can't get it out of his feet.
The referee does a lovely step over. Oh, one-on-one here. It's Coleman, and Coleman left foot, right it in, it whistles past the upright. This man's dangerous, no doubt about that.
Well, he is, wants to go onto his left side all the time, and it's Steven Gerrard who gives the ball away.
The general feeling was it was time for a change at Liverpool. Everybody listening to phone-ins throughout the season would have thought that last year. But Benitez has come with a refreshing approach. Kewell here is certainly one he'll be looking to pep up Liverpool this season. The Australian, formerly of Leeds United. Back for Hamann, who we know can hit shots. This one will be from Gerrard. It's a thumping goal! Steven Gerrard, it's right out of the top drawer. He's back, and Liverpool have their first goal under Rafael Benitez. And that is a fantastic strike from Steven Gerrard.
Well, what a super goal, but it just followed some good passing by Liverpool. They kept hold of the ball, they moved it around, eventually got down that left-hand side, and Harry Kewell just knocks it back there to Hamann, and Steven Gerrard loves coming onto balls like that.
Liverpool have chances here. It's Cisse through the middle. He's got the pace to hold off the man. If he can, it might be a goal. Cisse shot well held by the diving Schranz. Coleman's making a run into the area here. Here he comes. There's the header wide. It's the best chance they've created since the one Coleman fluffed in the first half. But that was good running from the striker. It takes up an intelligent position here behind him. Just can't direct it. Centre's corner. Hyypiä, Barros, Carragher even up there. That would be a collector's item if Carragher scored, and another brilliant save this time. Barros was up for the header, and he's made 2 or 3 good saves as Schranz tonight. Hyypiä and Barros were both going in for this one, and Schranz flinging himself to his left, kept the ball out of the net. Reaches lob ball, Cisse nearly to it. It'll come for Gerrard. Oh my word! What a strike from Steven Gerrard, but the flag was raised. We can't get too excited. That's why Steven Gerrard's not showing any emotion, because there was another player offside, but it was a Stevie G double, almost.
Well, you certainly can't take anything away from the strike. It really was an incredible strike.
But the service to the front man has been negligible. Sick. Awfully given away. Chance here for Liverpool to break that back line. Cisse's on his way. He's one-on-one. Kewell's gone through the middle. Cisse, he wants a goal, of course. Kewell, and they've got a real chance. Gerrard, that's 2. That's it for Liverpool. 2 goals for nil, both struck by their captain. And it was a lethal strike again. It's no more than Liverpool deserve on the night. I'm sure Cisse would have liked it, but the honour goes to Steven Gerrard.
It was, and it was that man Steven Gerrard that started the move. It was his ball out to Cisse, which allowed him one-on-one. The ball was played to Kewell. Maybe his first touch wasn't the best, but he recovered and saw that Steven Gerrard had made up the ground, and what a great finish. It's quite right that he should have the 2 goals, because he has been absolutely outstanding.
Can you remember off the top of your head how many players started against Graz that started the
11.
Champions League final? So of the 11 players you had starting against Graz,
I don't remember all of them. But,
9 players.
9 players. That is good. That means that
Does that say anything to you?
Yeah, for me it means that this group of players, they were working hard, trying to impress, trying to be there. And also, I think this year we didn't have too much money to spend in transfers, so we have to work with the players that we had there. And I think that they show the commitment that they had until the end.
The result, of course, was a 2-0 win. Steven Gerrard impressing, 2 goals from him. You'd seen Steven an awful lot when you'd been at Valencia. What were your impressions of him as a player?
I met him before, because I have to go to Portugal to talk with Michael Owen, Carra and Stevie, try to explain my ideas, and then I could see that he was focused and with passion, real passion. And then saw him on the pitch playing for my team. I could see the quality that he had, the ability, technique, everything that after I have seen for years.
You'd beaten Graz, but with a group of players that maybe weren't considered your side yet. And of course you mentioned Michael Owen, Danny Murphy. There was players leaving the club as well.
Yeah, always this period of the season is very difficult with transfer market open is quite difficult, but I could see, I remember the first week when we just arrived, the internationals, they were not there, and we were impressed because the quality was not too much, no, with a lot of reserve team players training, and we were surprised after coming from Valencia. We saw the levels, but 1 week after, the internationals, they were coming, and then we could see the quality that they had, and we could see that it was a very strong team.
After the break, Rafa reflects on two key arrivals who play huge roles in the Reds' Champions League campaign, and we relive a difficult second leg under the floodlights at Anfield against a determined Grazer AK. Having got off to a perfect start in the away leg of their Champions League qualifying tie with Grazer AK, Liverpool and their new boss Rafa Benitez refocused on domestic matters. An opening day Premier League draw at Spurs, courtesy of Djibril Cissé's debut goal, was followed by a win at home to Manchester City, where they came from behind. Not for the first time, the Reds were inspired to victory by a rampant Steven Gerrard. Days before the return leg of the qualifier, using his knowledge of Spanish football and players, Benitez took a hugely significant plunge into the transfer market. Although they would not figure in the upcoming match at Anfield against the Austrian champions, these two signings would leave a lasting mark on LFC and on this incredible campaign.
Xabi Alonso and Luis Garcia had both signed for the club. Big acquisitions for you.
Not at this time, because I think that they were improving in the meantime when they were there. So Alonso was a player of Real Sociedad, and Luis Garcia played for me at Tenerife in second division, and after he was in Barcelona waiting. And we signed them when nobody really knew them. And I think that they are good professionals, they have very good mentality, and both they impress, and then they give a lot of things and very good nights to Liverpool.
Was there something about how they played the game in Spain that you wanted to transfer into your Liverpool side? And of course they didn't play in that Graz game.
Yeah, we were trying with both, we were trying to bring something. We signed Josemi and both. Josemi was a defender that I thought that for England could be fine because he was aggressive, but he didn't settle down. And Xabi Alonso was just to dictate the tempo of the game. And I think he was fine, he was good. And Luis Garcia was a different kind of player. He could do things that in England were not very common, to play between the lines and do different movements that the defenders were not expecting. And I think that both players, they were really good for years, not for Liverpool.
Those two Steven Gerrard goals from the first leg, giving Liverpool a good 2-0 lead to come into this second leg here. Great turn by Milan Baros, he's got the better of Tokic. Appeals for a penalty, but waved away by the Spanish referee. Well, it was a sweet turn by the Czech striker. A shake of the head by Milan Baros. Look at him here, what a wonderful turn that is. Tokic with the challenge. Well, you've seen them given, there was contact. Oh, a slip, and Cissé's away with the pace. That's a rash challenge. Opportunity for Liverpool here. Sami Hyypiä forward in that penalty area. Taken short. Gerrard! Oh, so close. Wonderfully worked free kick. And the skipper who got those 2 goals in Austria nearly found the net again. An opportunity here. Little shot deflected. Just wide. Be a corner to Grazer AK. A winning start for Rafa Benitez in his first game at Anfield at the weekend against Manchester City. Coleman with a corner, away by Hyypiä. Nicely done by Tokic. It's Tokic! Oh! What a strike by the Croatian international. Delight for Walter Schnackner and his team. Look at this by Tokic. Got away from Harry Kewell easily. And a stunning strike that Dudek didn't even see. Well, the Austrians are boosted. But here's the inspirational captain, Gerard. Baros! Unlucky. Well, Gerard responding to Rafa Benitez's hopes to lift his side, and Baros, if he makes contact, he may well score. Gerard again. Baros. Nicely worked. Cisse! Well, he scored on his Premier League debut at White Hart Lane. Djibril Cisse. Hyypiä. Riise. Gerard heading away. Oh, he's been dragged back there. Rene Aufhauser. A blatant yellow card for dragging back Gerard. And Liverpool punish Grazza from the free kick. Diao. Gerard! Straight at Schranz. Rafa Benitez pensive in his thoughts. Grazza looking for an equaliser. This is Gerard. Oh, that's a clumsy challenge by Aufhauser, who's already been booked. Grazza will be reduced to 10 men. No? Well, 2 yellow cards in the space of 10 minutes. And Medina Catalejo, the Spanish official, has made a serious error of judgment here. Aufhauser, a very, very lucky man. Schragner trying to keep it quiet. The Austrian side have played well here at Anfield. That's a good header, and Dudek got a touch to that. Roland Coleman, very unlucky. It's a good ball in this to the back post, and Coleman gets away. Dudek beat it out. Nervous times here at Anfield. It's been a nervy display from Liverpool. They know how close they are to the group stages of the Champions League. Nice flick on by Stephen Warnock. Gerrard. And Warnock is through here. What can the youngster do? Lovely play by Warnock. Gerrard! Oh, that would have been the icing on the cake, wouldn't it? Lovely move by Liverpool. Liverpool fans hoping for some more glorious European nights to look forward to this season under new boss Rafa Benitez. Nervy moments here. Darren Potter conceding a free kick. Plenty of players forward in the penalty area here for Grazza Rijeka. Tokic, who scored that great goal, is also in there. Dudek comes and does really well to pole. Well, that is that. Liverpool have done the business, thanks to 2 Steven Gerrard goals in Austria. Although Mario Tokic gets the winner here in the second leg, Liverpool under new boss Rafa Benitez reached the group stages of the Champions League.
This was to be Liverpool's 15th campaign in Europe's premier competition. When you arrived at Anfield, what did you know about Liverpool's history in Europe and what it meant to the Liverpool fans?
I had an advantage because my wife was doing the research about the city, about the fans, about everything, and we were talking about that for some days. Obviously, when we had the first meeting with Rick Parry and his staff, we are starting learning, and we are starting watching players, watching games, and analysing even players. And I think that we knew a lot about the city. Obviously, when you are inside, when you feel the passion at Anfield, even in the city, you are learning more things. But at this time, we were quite good, and thanks to Monse, my wife, that she was giving me all the information.
But you understood 4 European Cups were already...
Yeah, no, the history, the football history is there, so it's not difficult not to know. Liverpool was one of the biggest clubs in the world. So it's just to know about the city, the mentality, That is one of the good things. No? My relationship with the fans is because we knew what means Liverpool for them. So talking with people in the streets and the way that they approach you and how they enjoy with the game, with every victory, and even the surprise in England is when you lose a game, and if you give 100%, the fans still are behind you. So all these things we could feel from the first day.
In the Anfield game against Graz, the referee booked a player twice but forgot to send him off. Do you remember that incident? Or
no.
Or in fact you don't? Well, that's interesting.
I remember it was a difficult game and we were at the end under pressure, but yeah.
Yeah, which was a nervy end. What's the worst refereeing decision you think you've been on the end of?
In this game or in...
No, across your Liverpool career.
But more, always when a referee make a mistake, just one mistake for me is okay, can happen. The problem when you can see 3, 4, 5 in the same game, or we have seen the sending off of Mascherano in Old Trafford was strange. So because they try to be strong with the new rules or whatever, but I think it was quite strange. But I prefer to think always about the good things that we have enjoyed, you know, and the referees, they have a very difficult job. Sometimes you cannot understand, but when you are in charge of a team and you try to do the referee, I think that you realize how difficult it is.
Next time on the road to Istanbul, Rafa gives his assessment of what was a challenging draw for the Champions League group stages.
It was really difficult because Monaco was doing well in the Champions League. Deportivo La Coruña was a very good team at this time in Spain, and Olympiacos always, we know that it's difficult with Rivaldo players that they have experience.
And we revisit a convincing Group A opening win over Monaco and a tough night away to Olympiacos in Athens.